Hello everyone and welcome back to Learn to Love DIY. Today we are creating this beautiful interactive card. You still get to pull this here and you reveal the happy birthday. And then on the inside it just says it's time to celebrate. And I've used a little bit of the DSP that comes with the bundle. I'm using Well Done with the punch, and then the Zany Zebras for the happy birthday and it's time to celebrate. And I'm going to show you how to create this cute card here. I'm changing up the colors. I found that the stack or the DSP comes in multiple colors. We're going to try this in the different greens. This is Pretty Peacock. That'll go great with this DSP piece. I have the leftover piece from the 6x6 piece here, and this is the other half. Now this one, what I did with this one is I cut from the top to the bottom. Those are the lightest, and then for this one I wanted the darker colors to show, so I left the lighter portion off. So I'll be cutting that to fit the inside, and this piece actually measures the Whisper White piece measures 5 by 3 and 3/4. So 5 by 3 3/4. So it's a tad bit smaller than I usually do it. I just wanted to do something different. And then I have a large Whisper White piece that I'll double up and glue together just to reinforce the slider mechanism that'll be pulling our cute little whale. And this is a 1/2 inch by 11 inch piece of Whisper White, and then just some scraps to stamp your whale image. And then I have a little bit of a window sheet here, and this is to attach the punch out of the droplets of water from the whale, and then I added a little bit of Weka Stella. So we'll be using about half of this to attach this guy with some glue dots. So we'll get to that. And then I used a couple of rhinestones as well as a gel pen that I have for the eye to darken that image there. I'm going to be using, since I used Pacific Point for the background and then for the whale, we're going to try doing a Pretty Peacock whale and seeing how that turns out for us, and then punching that guy out. I think the image was all that great. Kind of don't like that, so let's try that again. Okay. Well, actually, let's not put it away. I'm going to be using the sentiments in the same color. So, the It's Time to Celebrate as well as the Happy Birthday. And let's go ahead and take those out. I haven't mounted all of them, just the ones that I've been using. And so, let's do that. Let's do the one that'll go. I'm going to set that aside. This guy will go attached there, and this will go in the center here. Okay. Let's go ahead and attach this now. And actually, well, let's keep it like the other one, because I could use the reverse side and do the little horsies. Kind of attractive. Well, let's try the horsies then and see. And let me know what your favorite is, or if you have a a preference. I'm not going to glue it all the way to the top, to the bottom, because it is going to be a little too long for this piece. It's, like I said, this is the leftover piece, and instead of not using it or hanging on to it for a different project, I decided to use it for the inside and reduce my stamping on the inside, and that way it also gives it a little bit of interest. Okay, so we did the little horsies, and let's go ahead and I'll set that aside, but we're still going to use the pretty peacock for the happy birthday, and we're going to go ahead and attach our Whisper White piece with our sentiment on the inside of our card. And then we can work out, we can actually work on, out of the outside of our card. Okay. That's pretty too. Okay, so we're going to do this. I'm going to close this for now. I'm going to take out my classic label punch, and I'm just going to punch all the way through. Or actually I can do this. So that I wouldn't go crooked, I went all the way through and then made sure that I left some space on the edge here, and then I'm just going to punch that out so that it leaves a space for the background, and I will be putting a Whisper White piece in the back. And then don't throw this away, because we'll be using this to cover our little slider portion. The wheel doesn't cover everything, and so in order for us to be able to get that happy birthday there, we're going to need to be able to cover a portion of our handle, or our, pulling system here. So let's go ahead and glue this by half. We're going to be doing some cutting and adjusting in just a moment, but that way we have it all done. Okay, there you have it. I'm going to go ahead and just let that dry. Cut that guy out. I'm going to stick our little whale here, and hopefully I didn't cut out too much of that white portion off. Okay. So you get a bunch of extra cutouts. And I think the width of my paper was just a tad bit smaller than anticipated. So I'm just going to work with what I've already stamped and straighten these guys out. So there you go. Just cut out a little bit to make it work for our card. And here's our lever. And then all we're going to need is from that same piece, I'm going to cut off this excess. And again, I'm using Whisper White. And then I'm just going to go ahead and stamp my happy birthday on here. Perfect. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this away. We are completely done with our stamping. And so this piece doesn't necessarily have to be perfect, because it'll go behind our DSP here. Okay. So let's go ahead and try to align this guy. I think I could probably hold it with this sticking out. And then just do some glue. So one more time. Sorry about that. Okay. making sure that I'm gluing it the right way. Only so many times I want to do this. Okay. Okay, so you can leave that for a different project or for another time. So now what you're going to do is I'm going to be using this guy to pull. So I'm going to be doubling up. I'll be using two of these guys. Oh, actually, hold on. Okay. Just want it quite high up so it doesn't bother the card, and because I will be popping the GSP on dimensionals, and then we're going to go ahead and adhere a portion of this guy onto here as well. Let's do about half or so. And now we're going to peel off from our window sheet here. Just peel off the film on both sides. Rolling it off. I'm going to be using 2 glue dots. One to attach it to the whale. And I'm actually going to be cutting off a piece of that. For some reason I cut 2 of the other ones and I forgot that I was changing colors. I'm taking again my sticky note and my punch, and I'm just going to punch out this cute little figure here, which is the only one I need. Alright. And actually, because this one's a little bit bigger than some, I'm going to roll it and then adhere it here and then here. But I'm going to trim this guy. Just enough to cover the adhesive part. Okay. Okay, so there you have that. Let's try this again. I don't like the fact that you can't see the Y, so I'm going to keep the dimensionals. I'm just going to apply a little bit of adhesive. No, I won't. Let's try this again. Alright. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to use the foam adhesive strips that I have here. Okay, so So let me set this aside. We're going to do some rhinestones. And I'm doing 3, 1 of each side. And I'm just kind of choosing a spot where it's not going to bother anything. All right. Now, with my gel pen, I'm just going to darken his eye there. And then a little bit of Wink of Stella. I'm going to go ahead and highlight with a little bit of water that comes out of the whale. And we are done. You can add, like I did for this one, you could add the pool on the tab. You can actually add ribbon. That's another option. I am going to write it in. Or you can stamp it. It's actually fairly small, so we're just going to go ahead and leave it. And you can cut it. I'm going to cut it. I forgot to shorten this guy out. So I will. Actually, let's do that. I'm going to end up having to cover that piece again. Let me try that. Much better. So let's try that. I'm gonna cut it here. Okay, so I fixed the little white spot that was there. And then we're gonna try to do the pull one more time. Since I forgot to shorten it. Okay, there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed watching this tutorial today, and I hope you recreate this at home. And I thank you very much for watching, and you guys have a great day.